What's up, man? It's your boy Alvin. What's going on, man? I'm still eating this banana pudding, bro. This shit good as fuck. Probably not gonna finish it because I'm kind of full from the shit I just ate. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and get to this video, man. But first, if we get to the video, my name is Villain. I react to crime videos. I'm a little insane in the brain, so you know what I'm saying. All right, hold on. Catch my breath now. Fuck. All right. Anyways, we just watching this video, man. Fucking. Oh yeah, I'm a little insane brain. US too. For watching the video with me. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna get to the video, bro. I'm doing into the video. This intro shit is just like fucking me up, y'all. I'm eating this shit. Can't talk for real. We're on to part 3, all right? Fuck. My bad.
What's up, dude?
You go.
Why do I have you?
I'm telling you, she ain't gonna get up.
Police are at the home of Norma Carricker after receiving a frantic call from her son. He was heavily drunk, but managed to say enough. Someone ran out of the house, and he heard his mother scream.
Police department! Ma'am! Oh, shit.
Norma. Terry told detectives he'd seen Norma earlier that evening at her workplace, the Lucky Rooster. It wasn't much, but it was the first solid lead detectives had about Norma's final hours. However, something about Terry's demeanor caught detectives' attention. Terry seemed strangely calm, almost detached, despite learning that Norma had just died under suspicious circumstances hours ago. This lack of emotion would soon make more sense when detectives asked Terry about Norma's will.
Do you know if she had a will or life insurance policy or anything of that sort that you would have been a beneficiary of?
Yes, I am the beneficiary on New York Life.
Okay. What is it?
How much?
What is it? You said it's New York Life. Is it her life insurance?
It's a life insurance policy.
On Norma?
Yes.
Okay.
This question wasn't asked at random. Detectives had already zeroed in on a critical piece of information Terry wasn't aware of. After his suspicious interaction with officers earlier in the morning, detectives took a closer look into his relationship with Norma. They quickly discovered Terry was the sole beneficiary of one of Norma's life insurance policies, and that just hours after learning of her death, he had already contacted the insurance company, urgently inquiring about collecting the $14,000 payout. And the timing couldn't have been more suspicious, as Terry's call came shortly after he drove past the crime scene and asked officers about Norma's condition. With this revelation, Terry Dietz quickly became one of the prime suspects in Norma's murder, alongside Neil Howard, Norma's volatile son, and her still unidentified date. Conveniently, once Terry started feeling the pressure, he began pointing fingers elsewhere.
I told Norma so many times that he needs to find another place to live. I told her, he's going to end up killing you.
And why did you say that?
He would get irate. I saw him get irate, this was several months ago, at Norma because she wouldn't give him any money to go get booze. She said, I'm done doing that. I'm not going to give you any more fucking money, and blah, blah, blah. And he blew his top.
Terry wasted no time deflecting suspicion onto Neil Howard, characterizing him as an aggressive, violent alcoholic. Detectives saw through Terry's tactic right away, but this next statement would actually force detectives to reconsider Neil as a serious threat.
Is there anybody else you think of that we should talk to? Hey, you probably ought to talk to this person, or hey, this person. Somebody we wouldn't know or would miss, or hey.
That would kill Norma?
Well, that would even know anything about Norma, or they could relate anything to do with Norma.
As I sat there this morning, I was thinking about, going through records and stuff, and what them kids would blame me or accuse me of, because they know I didn't like them, because of the way they treated their mother. They were very mean to their mom.
Well, what do you know about her son with them now?
Well, I know she had a lot of problems with him. If I will, let me start with what I know. He killed his dad. Supposedly it was self-defense.
Terry's claim here wasn't just a defensive reaction. It was a troubling fact that would compel detectives to end his interview and shift their attention.
Hey man, make sure y'all raise y'all kids right, alright? Or they gonna become people like this, bro. Cause, golly, how you kill your dad and your mom? I'm not understanding that at all whatsoever. How do you do that? That is the most craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. Never ever heard of this. I mean, I've heard it before, you know, kids taking their parents' lives and stuff like that, but god dang, bro. Come on now, dog. Y'all gotta treat y'all kids. Y'all gotta make sure y'all kids grow up good, bro. Like, y'all gotta make sure they not super spoiled, humble. You know what I'm saying? Freaking whatever you gotta do to raise kids. I don't know how to fucking raise kids. I ain't got no kids, but damn, dog, that shit's crazy.
On November
kids.
21st, 2005, in Mesquite, Texas, Neil Howard shot and killed his father, George Howard. According to Neil, the two had been drinking heavily and arguing throughout the day. The fight escalated when George fired a round inside the home. Neil claimed that during the struggle to take the gun away, it went off, striking his father through the eye and killing him instantly. Neil was 26 at the time. He called his sister Andrea, who urged him to contact the police. When officers arrived, they found him inside the house, severely intoxicated. Neil insisted it was self-defense. He was arrested and charged, but the trial ended in a hung jury. Eventually, Neil was acquitted and the case was closed.
Wow.
Now, suspicion hung heavily over both men. Neil's violent past was undeniably troubling, and without corroborating his account and locating Norma's date, detectives couldn't clear him. Similarly, Terry's quick presence at the crime scene and his suspiciously swift attempt to claim Norma's life insurance meant detectives needed to thoroughly verify his alibi as well. Detectives needed to keep a close eye on both men for the moment and focus their investigation on identifying the mysterious man Norma spent the evening with. Fortunately, Terry had given detectives a crucial lead when he mentioned that Norma was working at the Lucky Rooster on the evening before her death. So to verify this statement, officers visited Norma's workplace to speak with her co-workers and collect any helpful information. When officers arrived at the Lucky Rooster, they discovered something crucial: surveillance cameras that had captured footage from that very night. What detectives saw on those recordings would open an entirely new set of questions. On the evening of September 12th, 2023, surveillance footage captured Norma Carricker leaving the Lucky Rooster with an unidentified man. This footage marked the beginning of Norma's last known movements. Approximately 30 minutes later, Norma and the same man were captured by cameras arriving at the Timeout Bar and Grill. Footage showed them spending roughly an hour inside, talking, drinking, and appearing comfortable in each other's company before leaving together. It was the last time Norma was seen alive. With a bungee cord used to strangle Norma, detectives quickly concluded this murder was personal, possibly a crime of anger or jealousy. They speculated that this mysterious date could have turned violent for some reason, strangling Norma and fleeing before police arrived. The absence of forced entry further supported Neil's story. Detectives now urgently needed Neil's sober recollection to identify and locate Norma's date. After several hours in custody, Neil Howard was finally sober enough to speak with detectives. They needed his recollection to gain some clarity. Without it, they had no way to identify Norma's date or determine Neil's own fate in the investigation.
She called me, usually expect her about 8:30, and she said she's gonna have company. And I heard my mom's voice, and I sit there in the bed and I'm thinking, listening. I heard them banging off either the headboard or the dresser.
Is that where they were sex at?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I heard her saying, "You ain't gotta leave. You ain't gotta go." And it wasn't because of me making noise. I didn't hear that, and I get up and check to make sure that the back door is closed.
And that's what you did? You went upstairs to make
I
sure it was
went
closed?
upstairs, I heard the dog whining in her room.
And did you go in there?
No, I didn't open her door.
Her door was
I
closed.
went down there, I was like, Wiener, come here. Wiener, come here.
And you said the door to her room was closed and the dog was outside of the room?
No, the dog was inside, but the door was cracked. My mom wasn't hollering, or my mom wasn't answering. My mom's a very boisterous person. Like, and the way it went silent was eerie.
What made you decide to call us?
Because my grandma had an incident with my uncle that they try to say he sat with his ex-wife type thing.
Right from the start, detectives noticed Neil's story wasn't adding up. On the
What's up, dude?
Damn. Fuck. All right, y'all. We're gonna get back into this on part 4. You know what I'm saying? Next video, man. Peace. Subscribe to your boy.